russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. But here's where they suck, Ben. Stevie, here the opening scene should have been, if this is reality, okay, the opening scene should have been the walrus goes out there with the Vision, which is a horrible freaking name. The Vision. That's what you come up with. The Vision. Okay. Horrible name. Off the bat, Ben, Becky Lynch should have come out. Off the bat. That's what would have happened in reality. You've been ignoring me all day. Blah, 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 blah. I swore to my husband I wasn't going to do this, but I can't help myself. I'm here and he isn't. I'll explain myself when I get home. Here's why they don't do that, Stevie. Because they don't know where to go with it. They don't know where to go with it. So you can't follow a trajectory of, okay, bro, if this were real, this is really what happened. They kick Seth to the curb. She still has to go to work. He's telling her, you better not cause any shit there. Mind your own business, but promise me you will. She tell, yeah. And the minute she's there, because she's who she is, she's confronting them. That's how you open the show. They never do shit like that because they don't know where they're going with it. And then, Ben, here's another thing that's so confusing. They don't even know what they're doing. In one moment, the walrus is saying, Seth Rollins isn't here because of what this man did. Seth Rollins isn't here because of what this man did. Bro, okay, so now I'm led to believe, okay, guys, so Seth Rollins isn't here and he's going to be out for a long period of time because of a spear and a tsunami. And then later on in the same interview, Heyman's talking about a bum shoulder. It's like, bro, like, what are you guys talking about? I mean, can you not at least come up with the same story? Because I had this discussion yesterday, Stevie, with me and Coach on the show. I said, Coach was saying, that Seth was going to be out for a long period of time. I'm like, Coach, they can't say that a spear and tsunami is going to shelf this guy for 9 months. And Coach said, no, they're going to use the shoulder injury. Ben, they kind of used both. And it's like, guys, what is it? Did he injure his shoulder in a spot, or did these guys put him out? I mean, like nothing. I swear to God, bro, it's like they get to that building. They got so much going on all week long, like it's almost like they're deciding what to do and what to say on the spot.
Well, this is also a boy who cried wolf. Like, didn't you remember he allegedly blew his leg out? So are they playing into that? But that doesn't seem like what it is. Like Hamin and Bron and would be standing there gloating. And they have all the paintbrushes to paint the scene the right way. They have no idea how to do the paint by number. The Becky thing absolutely should have opened up where she drives a forklift and she's a crazy forklift driver into the side of their limo or what have you, their Escalade, and gets in it because she's the man and she don't take no shit. Instead, later we get her cheek to Waddle where she whispers in his ear, like intimidating, like Heyman's like, sweet, a hot chick puts her face on mine. He was pumped to do that scene. Like, and in the way they set it up, they have Pearce come out, get heat on the heels, make a oh my God battle royal. He leaves. Then they stay to try and get their heat back. Like, none of that was written the right way to get anybody over.
And not only that, Ben and Stevie, but freaking whatchamacallit. I swear to God, bro, they suck at what they do. Triple H sucks at what he does. They suck at what they do.
Don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Stevie, you got Pearce, who's the authority figure, okay? And Bron Breakker is there saying, say please, say please, say please. Bro, like Ben says, bro, the scene is freaking Pearce needs to say, you could take the word please and shove it up your ass. If you're not handing that belt over to me, I'm going to get somebody to take it from you. Now you've got your show. But for the guy to sit there saying please, like he's got no balls. If he's got no balls, why is he in that spot?
That's where you bring back Omos right there, bro.
Yeah,
to be the heavy for.
No problem. Go back to take it back to the locker room. I'll have somebody take that belt from you before this night is over. I mean, Stevie, how freaking simple is that? But no, he's going to sit there and say, please, and then leave the ring shaking his head. Like, I swear to God, bro, this is beyond the bubble. Like they live in this world that just doesn't exist anymore, man.
They think a scene like that, to use Ben's term of a scene, is that Breaking Bad scene where Heisenberg says, say my name, or Walter White says, say my name. And that tension, there's no carry. They just are cutting back and forth. Doesn't build that tension. It just looks like just hand him the belt already. My God. I mean, this is going to be dragged on forever. And the fact that he handed it to Paul makes the face, and then just hands it over. I'll tell you what, an alternative theory, and I don't know where they're at on the man versus woman violence thing, but if you want to reset Seth and Becky both as baby faces, she does come out, and guess what happens to her? She takes a tsunami splash and is stretchered out. Absolutely. Now you got some heat on them. Absolutely. Now you reset the current heels that you're trying to now, I guess, make baby faces in a way, at least one of them. They'll never address that, but she just came out and wrestled a regular match.
And then she bigly tries to be tough on Paul. Like, the baby faces need to be under here. Instead, they're trying to just solidify solid
baby face heat.
Yeah, and if you're the Vision, boy, you didn't see that coming. So you're not much of a visionary to see that your squad was going to turn on you, bro. Yeah. So none of it is, like I said, written correctly. Well, with the parts that are all just interchangeable. And then the further that inside the bubble, we get 2 women's singles matches back to back in the middle of the show. That's, dude, kindergartners, a room full of chimpanzees picking at random can book a better show structure-wise than what you're doing there. How is anybody going, no, you don't book 2 women's singles back to back? Can we have them? Yeah, but they can't be back-to-back segments, and they were.
And you talk about like repeating the same mistake over and over and not learning anything. Stevie, they turn Seth Rollins heel. Okay. They keep the same music. They're still singing along. Seth Rollins is actually doing, I am the, that's a babyface thing, bro. Okay. So now you make him a heel. You keep the same music. They're still singing, and he's still playing to the crowd. You guys saw on Unreal. I don't see. Did you ever watch Unreal, Stevie?
No, I mean I've seen it before. Yeah.
Bro, yeah. If you're going to watch anything, guys, watch Unreal, because that shows you how incompetent these freaking idiots are and how this shit plays out. So
do you think in the future that there's just going to be a laptop back there and people come back and touch their forehead to the laptop?
They had the laptop as GM, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But now it's AI. It's GM. It's all those.
So we got that situation with Seth where he's a heel now, but they're playing the same music and he's doing sing-alongs with the crowd. Okay. So now we get to Unreal, and we get the brilliant Michael Hayes saying, Jey Uso is the guy. Okay, you're saying Jey Uso is the guy because what people don't know is you were trained by the Samoans, so you still owe them a favor, so you're going to push your guy Jey Uso. So, Ben, they push Jey Uso, and all of a sudden it dawns on them, Jey Uso is not the guy. He's not. Okay, so now Jey Uso isn't the guy, Ben. They got everybody eating. Everybody's eating. Everybody's buying Yeet merch, just like singing along with Seth Rollins. And now they're going to turn Jey Uso heel, and people are going to be yeeting along with Jey Uso. It's the exact same thing that they did with Seth Rollins. And they wonder why people at home are so freaking confused.